Welcome to season 2 of the Golden Egg, The Workers Resolve, the video series that supports the textual document I'm selling on my website. Link is in the description. That document is central to this video series. It contains information you're not going to get in the videos, or even if you do get it, you just sort of get a very thin, shallow layer of it. So I highly recommend you visit the website and you purchase the book, The Golden Egg, A Worker's Resolve. I've also got other books there that you can check out. Yeah, thanks a lot. I'm actually quite glad that I've gotten to this point where there's a season 2 coming out. It's been a long journey. Long for me, and longer than I'd hoped it would be. But linking up with people you don't know, that you approach just out of the blue to try and get something like this done, can be a bit of a challenge. Those people don't know you, therefore they don't trust you, and on top of that, you're an independent journalist. The moment they hear journalism, with the state of the media and all these allegations and whatnot and corruption, a lot of people just want to try and stay out of trouble and sort of mind their own business. Playing whistleblower is not something that people are looking forward to doing. With that being said, whistleblowing is the point of this project. It is a point of this series. It is my way of whistleblowing, but not whistleblowing on a specific sort of criminal, corruption scandal type situation. I even think people are, generally are being bored of that, with the Illuminati, conspiracy theories floating around, and now, with all these things that are coming out in the media over the years, with regards to corruption and government and the ANC and political parties and so on and so forth. I just think people have had enough of that. It's just another day in South Africa, really, and in the world. What I'm trying to whistleblow on is really on our culpability and our sort of enabling of this corruption. I'm trying to whistleblow on myself and you and all of us collectively, and how we sort of enable this corruption, how we are actually more the core of the problem than the people that are sort of the face of corruption in the country. And I'm trying to do that by saying that by looking at the relationship of the employer and the employee, and saying that the employee being disempowered or being of a lesser power in that relationship is ultimately not the employee's as an individual's fault, but also their fault as an individual. It's basically employees as a plural's fault. Employees, potential employees, people that are not employers. We are not organized. We are not organized. And unions, me doing this season 2, which focuses on the union's role, is basically an investigation into whether or not unions are enough. My bias is that unions are not enough. And the reason why I say that is because of my personal experience and where I'm coming from. I've never been part of a union, so that's something for you to consider. I didn't know much about unions before getting into this, and I still don't know that much about unions. I don't have any experience in this space, experience in this space, working in this space, and so on. But with that said, as a person, as a citizen of this country, I can still speak on an issue, irrespective of the level of my ignorance. I am willing to learn, and this is the point of this. And I just feel like it's not enough, because in terms of equality between the employee and the employer, I feel like things have not improved with respect to the progress of unions in fighting for workers' interests. I think things have not improved in terms of equality. I think things have improved in many other ways. And, these issues are going to be discussed in this season. You need to question what is your role in what's going on and what can you do about this, rather, over and above just simply voting for your favorite politician. What is your responsibility? Not simply to say, I'm waiting on this politician to do A, B, C, or D, right? And I want you to realize that that is your responsibility. It's more than that. It's more than simply just voting. And I think that the fact that we are not doing more as employees, i.e. as ordinary citizens, is the reason why economically we are disempowered in the employment relationship. We just cowtail to the employer and we do whatever they say, and we don't have any leverage when we have power that we've ignored. We ignore our own power. We're ignorant to our power, and our power therefore becomes useless, and we basically end up being exploited. So are unions enough? Are they doing enough? What can they do? This is going to be a great season 2. And I hope you really do like it. There's a couple of challenges that I faced. The main of which is really at the core of why this took so long. I think, generally speaking, this is just my own sort of criticism or critique. People need to be able to stand on stand their own ground. I think a lot of people that I approached, I don't know them personally, but what I see is that they couldn't tell me straight that they didn't want to do it. They just kept on pushing the date, saying, postponing, I'm busy, I'm in a meeting, I'll call you. Rather just say, no. What am I going to do? I'm an independent journalist, even if I was a media house. All I can say is you didn't want to talk, which is true, you didn't want to talk. So what? You don't have to talk. If you're a member of an organization, then maybe you can refer me to someone else, but you don't have to. Your organization is, if it's well known, it's well known, but it's out there, information is on Google, you don't owe me anything. So I think, I don't know, I just think people need to be able to say no, and say, no, I'm not going to do this, rather than waste time, because now, if you tell me that we're going to do an interview, and I sort of arrange my schedule accordingly, I'm sort of counting on that. I'm not going to set up a backup interview, because if our interview happens and the backup interview is redundant, now I have to cancel on that other person, and that's like playing with people's time as well. Because people they should count on arrangements that are made. If we agree on something, you should be able to count on that. We all need to start waking up to our own responsibility, not just waking up to the corruption around us. We need to wake up to our complicit role in that corruption. How do they say complicity? I don't know. But yeah, we are complicit. I am complicit, you are complicit. I believe, I assume, but that is my position. We are all complicit. Okay, so welcome again to season 2 of The Golden Egg, A Worker's Resolve. Don't forget to visit our website and show some support there. It is of value to you, so you do get something in return. And yeah, there's greater value than what you'd get in these videos, but these videos is still great value because it just really supplements that, the textual pieces that I've written there. So yeah, enjoy.